Okay, we just left Trinidad, Colorado on I-25 headed north. We're going to come to the, I believe it's the second exit up here. Might be the first one. We're going to 35 acres in Timber Canyon Ranch. I think it's Elmore Road. Well, we'll have to see what it's like. It should have good views. It's covered in tall pines. It's very isolated back in there. There's covenants, but there's no POA and no dues. The road can be a little bit rough getting in there, but it's very private, and it's there's a lot of wildlife back up in there because it is so private. So I'll be showing the drive a little bit as we go up there, little clips of it. And yeah, it's not this exit, it's the next exit. It's about, this property is going to be about 20 to 25 minutes from Trinidad. It's going to be over here to the west, up in the hills. Okay, I just missed the sign, but it's called the Honey exit. And we're going to be taking this exit and then going back up in the hills over here. Okay, take a left here. Honey Road. Take a left right here on the side road. We're gonna go to the end of this, and it just takes a right and starts heading up in this canyon we're going to. Okay, we were driving along the access road to I-25, and when you take that, the right behind me, then it turns to county graveled year-round maintained roads. The roads in Timber Ridge Ranch, they're maintained by the people who live up here. There's no POA and no dues, so there's no subdivision road maintenance other than what the people do on the roads. Down here and come under the railroad tracks. Take a right. Now we're just going to be continue on this road for another couple miles, and we'll come to the ranch entrance on our right, and then I'll start filming that part of the drive too. Still headed towards, we're going west right now. We're headed towards the entrance to the ranch. Okay, this is the entrance. Your mailboxes would be down here if you lived here. Let's pull her up. Timber Canyon. Basically, you just follow this road all the way back to the back, and then go left at the back of the ranch, and then it'll start taking us up on top. Now, this property here, with the way this road gets, it's usually dries out pretty quick, but you need four-wheel drive to come to this property during the wet times, snow or maybe rain. Rain usually dries out real quick. Truck's actually blue, but from all the snow and rain, This year, where we live in the mountains, it's brown. Okay, we've come about a mile up Timber Canyon Road here, and there's power going along the bottom. There might be power going along the bottom of this property. For all I know, there might be along the top too. Where the best build site, campsite, hunting site at up there. There's a right-hand turn, so you stay left right here. Stay left and start heading uphill. There's a road going that direction, but you stay left. Now there's power coming up this hill. Let's see if it goes all the way to the property we're going to. We're still going along the top. We're almost 3 miles into the ranch now. This road's nicer on the top portion. And we should be getting the property here pretty quick. Okay, in total we came about 3 miles from the main canyon road, and the property's on the left and it's going to be on the right, and there's an old driveway or something that somebody made at one point and pull in there. And what I'm going to do is drive the other side of the property towards the east, the eastern boundary. We're on the western boundary right here. It cuts right through my truck. This goes all the way down to the canyon we drove up, and there's power down there at the bottom, so you could pull power right up through the trees here, which is nice. And this is the way we're facing. We're sitting right there. You see that old road cut going through there? Looks like it keeps on going off the property and down to another canyon. It'd be interesting on a four-wheeler. So we're sitting here. We're gonna drive along this and then get to the eastern boundary and then come back, and I'm gonna park here at this spot, walk around a little bit. There's that old road cut I'll come back and park on. Got a nice bench over here. I need to have views of the mountains that direction. You know, you got a bench top over here on this side. Now this is where it starts to get steep and dropping down into the small canyon you see on the topo. And very wooded. That's the south facing slope over here. A lot of oak brush, big oak brush. Make sure don't go too far. You'll be able to see I can't see the Spanish Peaks. Let's see. Okay, this loop right here is this right here. And the map is oriented. This part of the map is north. And we're driving along this road, and we're right at that point right there. The property's all going down there mostly. And let's see, dirty windows. There's a nice bench area here. I got some sandstone boulders out there. Nice tall pine. Somebody's done some thinning in there. Okay, now we're getting to, that's about right there on the property, and we're getting to this curve, and almost to the western boundary. Right after this curve. And this would be it right here. We're on the western boundary now. You see another place up there. They've got goats, it looks like. Okay, we're gonna turn around and go back to that spot. Oh, you see Fisher's Peak from here. And it looks, when you're sitting here, that's over Trinidad. And it looks bigger than it does in the video. It's about that big. So we're headed back west now, and I'm just showing you the southern side of the property. Gentle part of the property is on this eastern end. Here, you know, got bigger and bigger flat top over here, and the land's a little more gentle on the north side here too. Here's that old road. This thing, it's an old road, all right. It actually, like I said, it takes off and goes off the property eventually. But it goes a good ways though. We're only about right here. It goes quite a bit of ways this way. Let's see what we got. Fisher's Peak really well. So yeah, you can come up in here, put a cabin or something over here. And no propane tank sitting here. Our own water tank. Yeah. I think that's probably about as far as I want to go. Hey, there's the main road we drove in on, a little driveway we're on it. This is a nice little spot in here. Good views of Spanish Peak. And deer tracks all over. Yeah, this would be a good spot for a cabin in here. And with the property going off that north side and down to the bottom, not only could you bring power up from there, it would be a great spot to drill a water well down there. And then just follow the hill up with your line. Guys with backhoes actually dig that up hills like that. Ouch. Walking right into the bushes. Yeah, that's pretty. Again, it's about that big when you're standing here. That's Fisher's Peak over Trinidad. I had it on zoom still. Sorry about that. We just came from that direction. This is the north side and it drops off quick. Okay, the western boundary line goes just along there and then drops down off into the canyon. So you got another little bench right here, and there's a fire ring here somebody had. This would be a good spot. And then it starts going down in the canyon again. Have some views over these canyons. That's the canyon we drove up in.